Exercise 11.1 Problem 9 Solution. Calculate the variance of the following data. Okay, the data x is given and the frequency is given. So 2 occurs 4 times, 4 occurs 4 times, 6 occurs 5 times, and goes on. So as usual, we'll use the assumed mean method, but only thing is that here it is not the standard deviation, it is the variance. Okay, what is variance? Variance is the square of standard deviation. So if you assume the mean, okay, let's assume the mean to be 8. So again the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups are there. So you can either use 8 or 10 as assumed mean. I have taken 8 as the assumed mean actually. You can try that with 10 also. The answer will be the same. And when you assume the mean, the variance is given by sigma square, that is the square of the standard deviation. On the right hand side is the same, only thing is that it does not have the square root. Okay, so that's the key point which you'll have to remember. Now as usual, we will make a table, okay, with x, f, and find the deviation d, which is x minus a, right, and then fd square. Alright, so here we have the columns are x, f, d, which is x minus a is taken as 8 in this case. Okay, then we have fd and fd square. So write out all the elements of x and their corresponding frequencies. Okay, then find the deviation for every value of x. So what will be the deviation for 2? 2, it will be 2 minus a. A is 8. So 2 minus 8, that is minus 6. 4 minus 8, assumed mean is 8, right? A is assumed mean. So 4 minus 8 is minus 4. 6 minus 8 is minus 2. 8 minus 8 is 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. So like that you can fill up the other values of d. Once you fill up this column, then you need to do fd. So 4 into minus 6, that is minus 24. 4 into minus 4 is minus 16. 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. Similarly, you do multiply these two column elements and write it out here, that is fd. Okay, so fill it up for the remaining elements. Next, we need to do fd square. Sorry about this. Okay, so we need to do fd square. So d square is 36. So 36 into 4, that is 144. D square in this case is d is minus 4, d square is 16. So 16 into 4 is 64. You can also write d square as a separate column and multiply it, but then you are just going on adding your work. So you have to do little mental calculation also. Okay, or do it in the rough column somewhere here, right, and do it over here. So minus 2 the whole square is 4. 4 5s are 20. 0 square is 0. 0 into 15 is 0. 2 square is 4. 4 into 8 is 32. 4 square is 16. 16 into 5 is 80. 6 square is 36. 36 into 4 is 144. 8 square is 64. 64 into 5 is 320. Okay, so the whole column is d, so you have to square each and every element and multiply that with the f to get your fd square. Now we have the complete table. All we need to do is that sum of the f values, which is comes to 50, and sum up all the fd square values, that comes to 804. Sum up all the fd values, and that comes to 50. So now look at the table. Formula fd square, yes we have. Sigma f, yes we have. Sigma fd, yes we have. Sigma f, yes we have. So which means all you need to do is that substitute all these values in this formula and simplify it to get the variance. You got it? So before going to the next screen, so let me repeat. So here it's the same problem like the previous one. Only thing is that instead of standard deviation, they're asking you to calculate variance. So variance is nothing but square of standard deviation. That's why it's written sigma square, and the right hand side will not have the square root. We are taking the assumed mean. Here x and f are given clearly, and the assumed mean we are taking it as 8. Okay, so it's got 3 values below and 4 values above it. That's okay, that's no problem, because these are even number of values, x values. You have altogether 8, so you cannot find the exact midpoint. So we'll take 8 as the assumed mean, and we have calculated d, and then fd and fd square, summed it up all together, sigma fd square, sigma fd, and sigma of f. Now we are ready to calculate the sigma variance by substituting all these values in this formula. Okay, so we have the formula, and then we are substituting all these things. So FD square is 804, sigma F is 50, summation of FD is 50, summation of F is also 50. So this is 1, and 804 by 50 is 16.08, minus 1 square is 1, so that is 15.08. So the variance is 15.08. That's all it. So all is you have to do is that the key is you have to make an assumed mean and then draw the column and carefully do all the calculations and sum it up. You will be able to get the value of the variance. Okay. One more place where you can go wrong is that you might end up doing the standard deviation because you are so used to do that. But be careful, here variance is only asked, which is nothing but square of the standard deviation. Okay. So I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.